G'day legends, and welcome to another video. Mick here from Fin to Fin Aquariums. The fish room's been neglected for the last 4 or 5 days. I've been a bit under the weather with COVID, so spent 4 days in bed practically. So first day just coming out to really check and make sure everything's okay. I did come out and feed them in the middle there one day, but that was a struggle. But what it has done is it has given me heaps of time to think about what I'm going to do with the room and in my little experiment of breeding for profit. I've nutted out some costs of what I think the room cost me to run per month or for the year. So obviously I've got the split system up the top that runs 24/7 and the fan there that's always going, just circulating that. Obviously the lights, there's plenty of little lights, but they're only little LED Bunnings lights, so they're very minimal power, but there is plenty of them, and there'll be more of them obviously in the next little room once that's set up in there. And then I've exaggerated the cost anyway, because it's always better to be well above what you think. So I'll put out there, it's going to cost me about $2,000 a year to run this room. So I don't think it'll be that much, but I'm going to set that target. That's the lights, that's the running the splitty in summer, where it doesn't actually do that much in summer, but in winter it'll have to work pretty hard to keep this room warm. So $2,000 a year. So now with what I'm breeding, I need to cover those costs, and then some more obviously. If we want profit, we need to make more than $2,000. So the first key is to just make the $2,000, which I'm confident I'll be able to do, no dramas, with the amount of tanks and fish that I've got. If I can't, well then something's not going right. I don't get a lot for the fish I sell to the pet shops. So for instance, platies, which I still are one of my favourites. These guys here, which I think are really nice, and obviously they breed, no worries. But I get $2 each for these at fish shops, probably maximum. Some fish shops probably don't even want to pay that. But I did sell a couple of weeks ago. I got rid of say 50 platies, and $100 come in. So just shows you that they still turn over, which is good. Very similar with the guppies. Most of my guppies only get $2 each for them. The same with a lot of the endlers, except for maybe the red lace endlers, which are a little bit more line bred, worth that little bit more. Swordtails the same, $2 each. I do sell privately where I'll get a little bit more than that. If I package them up, I might do 4 for $10 or something like that. But obviously these types of swordtails, the albino firecrackers, get a bit more for them, but a bit more work's going into getting them established first before they'll be sold. So that's the gist of it. Obviously the Corydoras, same thing, couple bucks each. Albino bristlenose, for example, I think the last time I took a heap to the pet shop I got $5 each for them, maybe $4 each, for smaller ones than that obviously. So I think I took maybe 12 down there and 50 something bucks. So again, doesn't take long to add up, because I've still got tanks full of babies of them. Pistograme, which I have never bred these, so they're what I'm kind of looking into, a few different varieties. But obviously stuff like that's different. Egg layers, it's going to be a slower process. I'm going to breed a lot less of them, if I even breed them. So, and I'm truly not sure what pet shops pay for them anyway, how many they would actually want. So obviously your basic fish turn over pretty well. Swordtails, platies, guppies, endlers, bristlenose, they're probably the 4 or 5 that I'll specialise in. And I'll still play around with the albino crevensis, the normal crevensis obviously. But again, these babies are 2 or 3 weeks old now, or longer, and they're not even close to being of size to sell. Obviously if I separate them they'll probably grow quicker. But, so even though there might be 30 babies in there, I might only get $2 each for them if I'm lucky when they're up to size. So it's still better than nothing, and it keeps the money ticking over. The shrimp are the same. Obviously there's mixed ones in there, there's not many left. There's a heap of blues in there and they're bred. And there's heaps of yellows in there that are bred. I've not sold any, so I want to build another rack and do the shrimp on a separate rack and put a bit more time and effort into them. Just excuse the voice, people. I have been on my deathbed for 4 days and I don't think I'm eating this crook for quite some time, so I thought I'd better do a quick video because I haven't done anything for a week. But I just wanted to talk about the breeding fish for profit. Obviously I do this for fun, so this is just purely experimental, seeing what we can do. At the end of the day, I just need to cover the costs of keeping a room of this size, which I do now anyway. But I just wanted to keep the little Silverados have had babies too. It's like endless. These things breed like flies, so as the guppies. So a lot of the stuff I keep is very easy to breed. There's not really anything too challenging about it, apart from maybe the pistograme that I've got there that I don't really know a lot about. And the rest of the stuff, you know, I've got a lot of Livebearers, and they just breed, as everyone knows. That's all they do. So, but when you need to cover some costs, it's so it's just me mixed guppies, $2 each. So the other week I think I sold 20 of them, $40. Easy as that. Something like these albino blue topaz guppies will be obviously dearer, a bit more of a specialist kind of guppy, I guess. That's probably not the right word for it, but they're a line bred guppy, so they're not going to be going to the pet shop for $2. So I'm more likely to advertise them privately, and then more of those pet shops in Adelaide, give them a call and work out something, you know, drop off 4 or 5 trios or pairs and so forth. Same with the half beaks and things like that. A few more niche fish, I guess, but either way, I don't think they'll be getting too much for them. Vestry snails are the same. You get $1 each for them if you're lucky. But they breed in the hundreds if you want them to. But yeah, that's obviously got a lot of work to do out here. Got to get gravel out of these tanks. So every tank will have bristlenose or Corydoras in the bottom. One or the other. That's a given. And then every tank will have obviously something swimming around above it. So that could be platies, could be swordtails, endlers, guppies, depending on what I want to keep. So that's the plan going forward. I've set a target of $2,000 for the year, so whatever that works out a month, I'm not sure, but $160 or something, give or take. Do the maths. Yeah, so that's what I need to make a month to keep my nose in front. So I've got a bucket load of fish to sell, but they're just not up to size, so I just got to keep hold of them, keep growing them up, and then I'll move a heap on. And so I'll have months where I do make the money easy, and then I'll have months where I don't make a cent. So I've gone for the yearly cost and just we'll work on that. So yeah, that's it, guys. It's not much of a video because, as I said, I have had better days than the last week, and it was more about really wanted to check these fish and make sure most of them were still alive, because they have been neglected for about 4 days with just in here in darkness pretty much. Yeah, that is what it is. What do you do? Can't do much more. I couldn't get my partner to feed him because she got it as well, and she was just as crook, so both been bedridden. So, and I didn't want anyone to come around and do them because I didn't want anyone else to get sick, so they just went without. So I guess when you've got a lot of basic fish and that, they can do that. If I had certain fish with fry, I don't think I would have got away with it. But
I didn't, so it's all good.
Yeah, that's the plan, guys. I'll do a more in-depth video in the future and break down some numbers and, on how we're going. But right now, if I said I started a month ago, and I'll be behind. I probably sold $100 worth in the last month in the room, whatever we said it would be per month. So the first month I'd be in the red, and I expect to be in the red the next month, and then I reckon I'll be ready to sell some stuff. So that's the plan. Everything else is going well. I've been putting heaps of plants in last week and trying to get them to just take over pretty much. I've doing my own cuttings too, so stripping them off and getting them grown in the jars. But yeah, plants are going winter, so that's all good. There's not too much else. I'm just dribbling now, so sorry about this video. It's certainly not going to go down as a quality one, but I need to put one out each week, and otherwise I'll just get slack and I'll vanish. So thanks for watching, legends. Please subscribe, comment. If anyone's out there, comment what they keep and what they breed. What other people do. Again, the breeding for profit. I don't want people to think I'm trying to do it for a living, because I work full time, and if I did this for a living, I'd be homeless. Simple as that. So, but I do want to cover my costs and show people that if they do want to expand their hobby, you can do it, and you can have a pretty good hobby, good amount of tanks, obviously more work for yourself, but you can cover your own costs and it's maintainable. So more along those lines. But yeah. Alright gents, enough is enough. I'll hopefully be better in a couple of days, and I'll do a bit of a room update and a good one. But please subscribe, like, share, throw the comments in on what you're keeping and breeding, any recommendations. Yeah, it'd be muchly appreciated. But other than that, legends, have a great one. I'm going to go crawl back into bed, and yeah, cheers.